Hi, it's Kathy from Raven Vintage. Welcome back to the 100 Days of Envelopes. We are going to do one of the silly, crazy ones that prototypes I came up with just from experimenting. So we'll get to that in a sec. But first I want to say hello to this growing community here on YouTube. Bev, Patricia, Nancy, Sharon, Gay, Sherry, Mary, Corey, Shirley, Marion, Margot, Kimberly, Connie, Roseanne, and Colleen. I see your names all the time in the comments, and I feel like we're all hanging out, and you're from all over the place, most of you from the US, and I just want to say hello to my US friends, and thank you so much for being here. In a while, I want to introduce you to another channel. It's a small channel, but I think she deserves some light and love, because if you go to her channel, just looking at the playlist, her videos brightens your day already. She has a really bright, sweet style. It's very different from my style, and I'm going to go back and binge watch her videos. But she said she was inspired by something I did, so I looked at her channel quickly, and I'm inspired by all the colors I saw on her page. So we'll get to that in a moment. And then I also want to say thank you to someone. This is my very first Happy Mail. I've never had Happy Mail from anyone before, so we'll get to that in a moment. Okay, so this envelope project, what day are we on? Yep, we're on day 46. So yesterday I did a reel with the split pouch, and I should have uploaded that as an Instagram or a YouTube short. I think I did, but I did a bigger, larger, longer video yesterday. We started a journal I'm going to do, it's all about hidden spine, we're going to do hidden journaling spots and hidden belly bands and tuck spots and I don't know, all the hidden things. It's going to be about hidden. So that, and we're going to use an old book. I'm using an old, I don't even know where I put it, an old book cover. So if you're interested in watching that, I will link this up below. So I've done part 1 so far, and this is as far as we got. So if you're interested in learning how to do a hidden spine, or how to use an old book cover, how to remove the pages from a book and use the old book cover to make a journal, and then how I put my signatures together, if you're interested in that video, have a look. It's going to be a 3-part series. I think it'll take that many videos just to get it all together and decorated. So, but I was going to do a hidden spine journal. Someone has asked, I've been asked a few times about doing altered books or how to use an old book cover. So those are 2 different things. An altered book, you leave some of the pages in, and otherwise if you're just using the book cover, it's just that you remove all the pages. So I consider those to be an altered book to be different from just using an old book cover, if that makes sense. And I've been asked for both lately on how to do those. So I thought, well, let's do a hidden spine video. And I thought, well, if we're going to do a hidden spine, let's hide all the things and just make it about hidden everything. So it's going to be, I think, a 3-part series. And the first video aired this morning. Today is April 9th, 2025. So that one will be in my tutorial playlists. And I'm just going to cut out some of these sentiments from the Easter kit. We are working with the Easter kit again. And Colleen mentioned that she likes to see some decorating. So Colleen, today we're going to decorate a little bit. See, so for those of you that just want to watch the process, you can stop there. And then if you want to continue watching to watch me make decisions on decorating, by all means, stick around. Okay, so let's get right into this. Oh, sorry, we didn't get right into it. I chatted for a little bit. But let's look at this prototype. So I'm going to reassemble the envelope so we know what to do. Okay, so we're going to trim off this end and the bottom, but keep this left side intact. a real tiny strip just to open it up. That. And thanks for all the love, everybody, about my dog Ruby. She is a sweetheart. She's an American Bulldog. Her dad was an American Bulldog, and the mom was an American Bulldog and a Boxer cross. So she's got a lot of American Bulldog in her. She's a big girl. She's like 90, almost 90 pounds. She hears me talking about her. Here she comes. She needs her, she's going to the groomer soon to get her, and she'll be getting her nails done. So she's clickety on the floor right now. But she's a sweetheart. She's a good girl. Really good girl. She's 8 years old. And she has, I'll tell you, this dog really helped me through my divorce. As if you are going through that and don't have a dog or a cat, oh, I don't, she got her nose up here. I don't know if you can see it. She might not be on screen. Hi. But she hears me talking about her. Okay, Ruby. Yeah. Okay, honey. Get. Just a minute. I might have to stop for some snuggles. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. And she heard me talking about her and she thought she needed some love. Okay. So we've opened those two up. Now, let's see. So this I folded in half this way to meet the edge. So let's do that part. So I'm opening it up and I'm bringing this edge, I'm folding it over just on this side of the crease. Okay. That down. Work on our creases here in a second, and then I turn it this way. I am just below the peak of the envelope, so I think I folded the whole thing like this to fold up to get a pocket. So whatever, this is a different size envelope than this one, so it might look a little different. So just line up your side and perhaps line up the crease of the envelope with the crease there. Okay, like this. And then we are going to trim right here to here. That's it. So along that crease line, just cut, but stop at the original crease of the envelope. To there. So it should look like this. So when all is said and done, we have our envelope opened right up. And that's what you should have. Okay, now let me see if I can remember how I folded this. So, yep. So that becomes a pocket. Keep this out. Fold this up and then fold that back. Okay. And then this is going to go in our book like this. I hope it's tall enough. I better check the height. And then we are going to make this a tuck spot for a tag. And then we'll have this pocket and we'll have this little pocket. We can do something here and behind the flap. Okay, that's what we should end up with. I don't even know what to call this thing. I don't even know what to call this thing. I don't. Maybe we'll come up with a name. Maybe it'll be the unnamed. I don't really know. So let me just grab the book and make sure it's going to fit before I proceed. So I've already added some paper. Make sure I've got this. It's going to fit in the book just. Okay, and it's going to get glued right down. Like this whole back part is going to be glued down, so we don't need to decorate that at all. So I had a thought, we can, this is going to get glued down like this, but we can certainly, before we glue it down, we can just put some pretty paper in here. So I just grabbed a few things. I'm just going to overlap it a little bit for stability here and there. So I'm just overlapping here a little bit with the size of my paper, and also here a little bit. You don't have to, you can just cut it square, whatever, or just decorate as you will, as you want. I'm just giving myself a little mark there so I know where to cut. So yesterday I ran errands. I picked up my mom and took her, ran some of her errands, and then we had a nice lunch. It's tax season here in Canada. We have to get our taxes filed by the end of April. So mine are all ready to go. I need to go in and do that this afternoon. Drop that off. There. I'm going to have a little bit of overhang right here, so we'll cut that off. I was laughing yesterday because we went to Swiss Chalet for lunch, and I thought, oh, it'll be quiet because it'll be all seniors. Here I am. I'm tired now. I guess I'm part of that group, so. I guess you don't feel, when you're hanging out with your mom, I guess you just don't feel like a senior, do you? Revisit these creases. You're okay, babe. All right, so let's think about this again. This is going to stay just like that. So I need to cover that. It's such an odd shape, but let's put it this way now, and I will get another piece of paper for that. Okay, but now I've lost track. Where were we? We are going to cover this little bit right here. That's all I want to do. And same thing, I'm going to overlap it a little bit just so we get a nice rounded edge without lifting. I'm just going to come over just a tad. There we go. Now I didn't pay attention if that was upright or not. That might be upside down, but that's okay. It's a prototype. We can live with it, right? So I'm just cutting along the, I'm just finding this a lot easier just to glue it on and then trim it after. So Colleen, we will definitely be making a tag today to put in the tag spot of this. Okay, and then where's the crease? Let's just revisit that crease right now. Oh, it is upside right. Haha, that worked. Okay, let's put some glue on you. And that will just give a little bit of structure to that. And fold that back down, revisit that crease. There we go. Okay, so the last thing we have to do, so we need to decorate that, this, and this. So I think it might be pretty to do the blue again here, and maybe some yellow on those, or maybe we'll do this one yellow. What do you think? I think we should just do something different altogether. I've got this little envelope of scraps here, so I was thinking maybe we should keep it neutral because but look at this little chair, so cute. Kind of want to do that. Now I really should just be using up these scraps. Let me just, yeah, let's just start with some scraps. Let's just use up a few scraps because that's the smart thing to do, because we're going to add ephemera to this, so that will be the decoration, right? Overlapping a little bit again, just for structure. These are pretty flimsy envelopes, so it's nice to get something on the creases for a little bit of extra something something. Okay. And we'll trim that off. Trim, trim. I've noticed so many of you are from Texas. I have friends on Instagram too, from a lot from Texas. But Texas is big, so, right? So that makes, what's your population down there? What's the population of the state of Texas? So Texas, hey Texas, so big. Maybe let's try to get one of these little cupie guys here. Is it possible? I could try. I can certainly try. We can wrap this because it's going behind. It's just going to get glued down. Oh, I am so sorry. Banging and clanging and slamming. I really should have a soft landing pad for my stuff. Okay, and I got some of them on there, including this thing. I'm sorry. I keep putting. I'm so sorry. Aw, that's cute. Okay, and then what can we do for this one? Let's just use maybe one of these yellow scraps up. It's kind of awkward. Oh, haven't used this one yet. Oh yeah, let's do this one. I should have done that one first. It's okay. We can still get it in there. Yeah. That's awkward. I should have done this one first. It's okay. It's okay, Kathy. And then trimming it might be a little weird. Yes, it might. Well, let's start with a wrap. And I think we'll just take it to there. So it's such a weird looking piece, but I think once we put it in the book and add this stuff to it, it will look pretty. And of course, ink. We're going to ink it up, and then it's like putting on makeup, right? It's like, oh, you're pretty, but you're a lot prettier if we add a little blush. Okay. Or you look a little healthier. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not caring about that stuff much these days. Okay. And like that. Okay, so we've got all our colors. So that bit of the white envelope is showing, so let's just trim it off. Let's just trim it. We can do whatever we want, right? We can make up words. We can do anything we want because it's junk journaling. There we go. Okay, I think all the pieces are covered with something. Okay, and our weird little thing yet to be named. Okay, now I'm wishing I would have done blue, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't think about it, Kathy. Don't think about it. I'm wondering if this is weird like that, and should we just... Sorry, I got off topic. I think I want to just cut this off here. Like I want to fold it. Oh, but too late because I've already... Never mind. See this envelope? Where's my prototype? It was a different size, and when I folded it, it was right at the crease of the envelope. But, so if you want, chop that off and make it square. I've got this weird looking, it is kind of weird looking, isn't it? Idea. I have an idea. I'm going to cut it off where it is right now. I know this takes away from the project, but it's up to you. I'm going to cut it right off at where the peak of the envelope was. And I'm going to wrap this. Just line it back up again. Let me grab my ruler. Where's my little ruler? Am I in frame? Sorry. And right at the edge, I'm just going to give that a fold. And I'm going to make myself a new flap. It was just kind of wonky looking. The prototype, it worked out that it was a smaller envelope, and it worked out that that fold was right right at the crook of the, if I find it again, I'll show you. Just a second. There we go. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Okay. So see what I mean here? When I folded that envelope in half, it worked out, or to the crease, that there was no extra sticking up here. It was right at the center, whatever. When I folded this one, I had this extra. I just feel the need to explain this. Yeah. See where this envelope here, these two pieces met right in the middle, where this one has a little bit of length there. That's why that's happening. Now we know. Okay, but this is going to be a tag. Up to you. You could make it a flip if you want, but my intention was to make it a tag slot. So I'm going to glue here and here, and this is going to be the opening for our tag. So thin line of glue there, and across this bit. Very thin line of glue. I'm using art glitter glue in a precision bottle. So I'm just going to close that now. And that should do it. So now that that's glued down, let's just trim off this edge a little bit, and then we will ink. There. What do we think of that? Is this too wide for you? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. All right, so let's get to inking. So my dog, it's funny. She was in here looking for some attention. But if I go and tuck a blanket on the couch and put a pillow and then pat the couch and say up, up, and she gets up there and lay down, she lays down, and I give her a little pet, and then it's like she likes being tucked into bed. And it's like morning. Because the American Bullies, American Bully Boxer Cross, this is part of their, this is the thing, they sleep a lot. They sleep a lot. Now when she runs like the dickens. She runs really fast. She's a super fast dog. She's not lazy. She just sleeps a lot. Beauty sleep, I guess. All right, so let's just ink this. But yeah, it's the cutest thing. I just kind of go make her a little spot on the couch. It doesn't matter. I could put a towel on there and just say here, here, and then she will think that I just made her a special spot, and she will go lay down. I'm whispering because I don't want her coming back in here bugging. Okay. And then the bottom. And then we can glue those down. Okay, so everybody is happily inked. See, already it looks better just with a little bit of ink. Right? Right. Okay. And then this, I guess we'll just kind of, I'm just kind of gluing down that corner a bit because I want, or do I want to glue that corner down? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't do that yet. No, let's leave it open so that the pocket goes all the way down. So I'm going to leave that open for a minute to dry and not dry together, hopefully. This one, though, just needs to be glued across the bottom. that. And then we will glue this side here in a second. I just want to let that dry. Yeah, I'll leave that open. It's almost dry already. Okay, so let's get it ready to go in our book because we can get to decorating. So speaking of decorating, that account I wanted to share with you is Delightful Designs by Denise. Go show her some love. She has, I just thought her page just brightened my day. I haven't looked at her videos yet. I just took a quick look when she commented on my page, and I thought, oh, it was just, yeah. So she's a Texas gal, so you can go look at her page and show her some love. So Denise, thank you for stopping by my page. And she said she was inspired to do a project. Now she's working on one of those ABCs. I have no idea. I think I saw Kara Brandon doing it too. ABCs, something, I'm not sure. I don't know anything about that. I've just seen that mentioned a couple of times. So I don't know whose project that I don't know anything about it. But anyways, that's what she said she was inspired to do. And so Denise, thank you for stopping by. I love to hear when people are inspired by a project I've done. That just, as I think as a crafter, that is the best reward, is that you shared something that you learned and somebody else is like, oh, I want to try that too. And I think as a crafter, that is just one of the most rewarding things. I really do. So go check out Delightful Designs by Denise. It's at Delightful Designs by Denise 9710. I'll link her below. But yeah, that just, her page brightened my day. And I'm going to go back and binge watch your videos one of these days soon, Denise. So thanks for being here. Okay, I think I'm ready to glue this thing. Yeah, so I'm just coming and doing this awkwardly. Doing that side of the pocket down now. Hey, I think that's it. Okay, so we need to make a tag that's going to fit in here. So this is 80-pound cardstock, just white. Okay, so that part fits a tag nicely. There we go. It almost doesn't work for this. There, that'll hold that open a little bit at least. Okay. And I actually want to use this one. No matter how long the winter, spring is sure to follow. No matter how long the winter, spring is sure to follow. So I wanted to do that somewhere. Okay, so there's the top pocket, and then we'll ink this, and it needs a topper. Okay, and we'll just make a pull tab for this. Okay, so there's the tag spot. That cute. That's cute. Okay, and then we have pocket. So out of the, there's some stuff here. I probably won't put any more sentiments on. Yeah, that's enough for today. Let's set you aside. But we'll bring in a people so that we can balance down here. There's images in the kit, but I think I'll bring in one of my people. Somebody with like an Easter dress on. It's got to be her because she's got her Easter outfit on. She could be going to a wedding. I don't know, but that's what she's going to be. Here, and she's got her April showers umbrella. Perfect. Perfect. These are the Tim Holtz, from the Tim Holtz. Oh, but now I'm going to cover up that cute little, that's okay. She's more cute. Maybe I'll just stick her in there. And that portion, that's kind of cute too. Oh, I like this better. How about that? And I feel like that just needs one more thing. Oh wait, I have one more thing I can put in here. So remember I said earlier I got my very first Happy Mail, which was sending something, and then honestly, like, I hardly ever check that post office box. And then I thought, oh yeah, Corey said she was going to send me something. And so I checked it like weeks later, and there it was. So Crafty Corey, thank you very much. This is so cute. She said, I think it was really sweet. She said, hi Kathy, I felt you needed more envelopes in your life. I'm enjoying the series, Corey, your fellow Canadian. So thank you, Crafty Corey. Look at, she made these, I'm sure she made these little teeny tiny little envelopes. And then she sent me these little charms, little mail charms. Look at these. Look how cute they are. Adorbs, adorbs. Look at a pretty little, maybe we'll just put one in here today. We'll put a blue one in. And look at here, and they get even smaller. That's so cute. Look at these teeny tiny little envelopes. How adorable. Thanks, Corey. It was very thoughtful, very sweet. And then I've got these different bulb pins and paper clips with these cute little, that's a little envelope charm. Here's an envelope, it says snail mail. Snail mail. Another envelope tucked full of goodies. This is a neat little pin. I like that. Like a charm pin and a ball pin. So thanks, Corey. They're really cute. So let's use one of these in here today. That is perfect. Tucked right over the edge like that. I love it. There we go. Okay, Colleen, we've decorated today. And Corey, thanks again for this Happy Mail. Like I said, I will forever remember my very first Happy Mail. Thank you. I haven't gotten into that yet, swapping Happy Mail with people, but I belong to quite a few of those. Well, not quite a few. I've actually narrowed it down. I belong to a few of the Facebook groups, Craft Ideas, whatever. There's a Canadian one I belong to. I could go on and on and on with the groups, but honestly, I don't spend that much time on Facebook these days. I'm always on Instagram. So if you message me on Facebook and it takes me a while to get back to you, that's why. I understand not everybody's on Instagram, so don't worry, that's okay. I will most certainly still answer you eventually. Just don't be offended if it takes me a while to answer you, just simply because I'm not on Facebook that much these days. But anyway, so this is day 46. Oh, what are we gonna call this thing? It's a multi-pocket. It's a tag slot, tag pocket. Technically these could be tags. Oh my gosh, it's dissected, it's folded backwards, it's wow. It's definitely an ephemera holder. I don't know, what should we call it? I'm really stumped on this one. I'll tell you what, I'm going to call it To Be Named. And why don't you give me your suggestions in the comments below, and we'll pick the best one. And when you see other people comment some names for this project, and vote on it by liking which one you like the best, and then I'll count the number of votes. We'll figure it out, and I'll just make sure it's appropriate. And let's call this to be announced. I don't know the name of this one, but it's definitely day 46, so to be announced, okay? And we will, oh my goodness, day 46, it's a TBA, to be announced. And then you let me know and we'll get it named. How about that? That'll be fun. Let me know in the comments what you think we should call this and pick your favorites below. Okay, have a great day. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.